All right, so I'm Rick Smiley Morning Show. Hey, it is about that time. Jeff Johnson got 3 things you need to know. What up, Jeff?
Hey, Rick. Good morning, everybody.
Yeah, what up, man?
Man, listen, I really want to get right into this, man. I wanted to just celebrate and mourn the loss of my sister, Ananda Lewis, BTOG, and one of the first to do it. And I wanted to lift this because we know that so many cancers are preventable, and she talked about it a little bit even before she passed. Let's take a listen to what she said.
Hey, is that body you're in right now healthy? I mean, like, relatively no big diseases. If so, consider it like a winning lotto ticket. I know I don't talk a lot about what I go through on a day-to-day basis, wrestling the big sea monster. Part of it is because I refuse to give it any more energy than it's already taking from my life. But also because it's not useful. It doesn't matter how bad things are in my body right now. What does matter is keeping you out of this club. There are things I wish I did differently like 10 years ago to prevent cancer, and I am talking about them. In this issue of Essence Magazine, this is the January-February issue with the lovely and talented Sha'Carri Richardson on the cover. There's an article in here where I lay a bunch of stuff out for you. You can get the hard copy or you can go to essence.com. And thank you, Victoria Uwu Moroji, for making that happen. And I'm giving you more details as the guest host on the most recent episode of the late Shannon Doherty's podcast, Let's Be Clear. You can find that on iHeartRadio and a bunch of other podcast platforms. And thank you to Lorraine and the whole Let's Be Clear team for having me on. Both links are in my profile, so go read or go listen, go learn something. You can avoid this. Only 5 to 10% of cancers have anything to do with genetics. That leaves 90% that are environmentally or lifestyle influenced, and some of those are things you can control. Prevention is the cure because preserving your health is way easier than fighting to get it back.
Yeah.
And I really love this. It connects to my Father's Day message because my dad had 4-stage cancer for 7 years. And I'm talking about he was a warrior. And so I just really want y'all to listen to what our brother, Dr. Collier, talks about all the time about cancer prevention diets and a way to prevent that. I want you to listen to getting screenings because when you catch it early, you can. And I just learned so much, Rick, from watching my dad just say hell no to cancer and fight it in a real way. And I just want to use that for my last piece, just celebrate dads this Father's Day weekend. I just really, my dad, Johnny B. Johnson Sr., made his transition 12 years ago with his fight on cancer. But I really want to celebrate every dad, those there who understand that presence is the real power, the dads that show up not just for birthdays and graduations and for all those big things, but for random Tuesday night talks, car rides, quiet moments, and the loud ones too. I'm talking to those dads who understand that parenting is revolutionary. We don't know nothing. We just practicing, trying to figure it out. You're not just raising children, but you're breaking cycles. You model what love looks like, even if you didn't always get it. You're healing from what hurt you so you can pass on your wisdom without passing on your trauma. I celebrate the dads who have made mistakes and own them so that their kids don't have to carry that pain. I see you. To those dads who are learning from their kids just as much as they're teaching them, thank you. To the men who are showing their children humanity without feeling like they got to share all their scars. You're giving your babies a gift. And to the dads who are trying, like really trying to co-parent with strength, humility, peace. Whether you're married, divorced, never married, somewhere in between, I celebrate you. Because our children grow in the soil of the relationships we have with their moms. And whether that soil is healthy or toxic, they got to grow in it. So I'm sending love and strength to the dads doing their best, especially those fighting just to spend time with their children, having to navigate the courts to get time. It ain't easy, and I see you. So I want to shout out the bonus dads, the blended family warriors, the men who didn't have to step in but did. I want to honor the granddads, the uncles, the men in the village who don't have any kids of their own but pour love into somebody's babies. And finally, for those of you that are mourning the loss of your father, I stand with you. I know what it feels like. Both the grief and the gratitude can sit side by side. So this morning, we celebrate you, all of you. Fatherhood, real fatherhood is sacred. It's powerful. It's everyday. It's revolutionary. And so happy Father's Day to every single man out there who is standing as somebody's daddy. I love you because you are spreading love throughout the world, not because of your job, not because of your money, not because of no title, not because of what you got, but the fact that you stand there in front of your babies and let them see you and say, I love you.
Boy, you
Happy
just
Father's
said
Day,
something right there.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, you got tears in my eyes this morning.
Same.
I'm sitting out here
Yeah.
basketball and tennis the other day, picking up tennis balls and move. Boy, they don't understand. Man, you said it all. We're gonna do a big Father's Day celebration on the show tomorrow, man, and hear from everybody's kids. And I want the whole show to be dedicated because that's all you see on the internet is good dad. I ain't heard deadbeat dad in 15 years. I ain't heard it.
Yeah, how about
that? All these men out here with their beards and their kids and doing ballet and I'd be up there in the room having tea. Had to get into bed with them last night until they went to sleep.
One of my favorite, Rick.
Yeah.
One of my favorites is how many dads, especially black dads, I see it drop off and pick up at school.
Man, come on.
And it's just the stats actually show that black dads per capita are more involved than any other group of men. And that's not to take away anything from anybody else, y'all. I say that because we got to change this narrative and this story about black dads who ain't there.
Right.
Because we got some of them. But listen, I just want to give big up to Johnny B. Johnson Sr., Johnny B. Johnson Jr., Raymond Powell, Walter Spencer, and my surrogate dad, Reverend James Thomas, and the late Tommy Dortch. Man, they taught me how to be thankful. And Madison, Miles, Malcolm, Baldwin, and Garvey, being your daddy.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
It's the greatest gift I've ever been given.
Absolutely. I get it, Jeff.
Love y'all.
I get it. Love you, man. Appreciate that, y'all.